Hey, Shalom Akim. First foremost, give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bashmi Shai, Bashim Rachak Kudash, double honors under the elders, Apostle Great Millstone, the elders Great Millstone, and of course, peace and blessings under the hopeful elect, the sincere servants of Yahweh, Bashmi Shai, serving with truth and sincerity. Yes, on the brother Chayaba from GMS Plaintails Camp, come back with another lesson to the Spirit. Yes, so this lesson be based off of this article from TheTimes.com. So this is the UK article. It says newborns could be assigned digital IDs alongside health record books, or it's like a health record book. So it says plans have been criticized by the conservatives, but the government says digital IDs can simplify access to public services. And hey, we already know where this is leading to. Of course, we know Esau Edom being a so-called white man, starting, of course, with the elites, the international banking families. But they ultimately, this is what they want. They want there to be, ultimately what's going to lead onto the MOTB system, the mark of the beast. That scripture is going to, of course, Revelation chapter 13. And what they want is so they can have full control over the masses, starting with, of course, the Israelites, so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos. They want control over our people, first and foremost. We know that the test run, with of course, the Jews back in, 2020, 21, or 2020, 2021, 2022, whatever. Well, that was the main, or mainly 2020, 2021, a little bit of 2022. Well, of course, they were pushing for that juice. And again, we know Biden, he directed that towards our people, first and foremost. He said that, well, of course, the so-called, or, he said, the African Americans, Native Americans, Latinos are the most risk. That's what he was saying. And literally there was an article on that. And hey, it goes to show you that, again, what our elder apostles of Great Millstone, elders on down, have been teaching, it's true. And again, because all of it links up to the scriptures. Scriptures say how Esau will be against us. And what literally, you have the enemies say who they're after. So it says, newborn babies could be assigned digital IDs alongside the Red Book of health records under plans discussed by ministers. Parents may be given the option to assign their baby or young child up to the identification system, which would act as universal access to public services. The government is aiming to publish a consultation on digital IDs in early February, and the idea is said to have been raised in meetings between Josh Simmons, the cabinet office minister, and civil society groups last month. It says critics have accused Labor of planning a cradle-to-grave digital file. It says by considering the inclusion of children. Sir David Davis, the former conservative cabinet minister, said the plan was creeping state surveillance. Yeah, and again, we know where this is leading to. We know, of course, Esau deals with gradualism. First it's optional, then it becomes mandatory. And we know, of course, it's going to become, and again, we know digital ID, it's not the MOTB, but again, we know it's just another step towards Esau achieving it. Again, this devil, he deals by gradualism. He doesn't start with the end goal first and foremost, but what he builds up to it. And as we know, Esau sees that he has but a short time. Revelation chapter 12 and 12 say no, that he hath but a short time. So he's speeding things up. It says Revelation chapter 13 and 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. We know the beast is the EU and the NATO, and the image of the beast, of course, is a system that they're coming with. It's ultimately the NWO that they want to achieve. So it's going to come to a point where if you don't bow down to the image of the beast, it says worship, meaning if you don't bow down to it, if you don't follow their laws that they put in place, what they're going to seek to push you to death. First, they're going to make you an outcast of society. Then they're literally going to seek to push you to death. It says verse 16. Because we know what they're coming with guillotines, they're coming with martial law. They're coming with everything to make people bow down to the image of the beast. And what's going to be that main gateway to the NWO? It says verse 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or on their foreheads. So causing, meaning he's going to mandate it. Both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, meaning this is going to be mandated upon everybody. It says to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads. Mark being the Greek word chragma, which means what, a physical stamp, a scratch or etching. As a and also goes into as a badge of servitude. So we know it's going to be something physical, and we know what the MOTB is. In verse 17, it says, and that no man might bar sell except he that had a mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So we know that it's going to be an object that goes either into the right hand or into the forehead, and you won't be able to buy or sell without it. So it's going to have buying and selling capabilities within it. Within it, it's going to have technology that's going to enable those who take it to be able to make purchases with it. You're going to, for those who take it, they're going to be able to make transactions, through those NFC or whatever technology. Again, the same technology that's in the credit card, Apple Pay, these smartphones or whatever. Again, so obviously it's a physical device, and we know exactly what it is. You can look it up. As small as a grain of rice, of course, as I like to say. And again, once they mandate it, which is very, very soon, could it be like, could it be even smaller and basically more advanced than this? Yeah, possibly. But the point is that what's going to be a physical object, physical C-hip, a physical and electronic implant that they want to put in everybody, the masses. Getting real quick. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Exactly. So we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, meaning his schemes, his plans, his tactics. Devices meaning schemes, plans, tactics, evil intentions. We're not ignorant of it. We know why he's doing these things. We know why he's pushing forward with this digital ID. Hey, again, because none of this is needed. Well, why is this even needed? But again, according to Esau, is to make more secure identity. Create a more secure system. We have immigrants coming in. We have this and that. Oh, people can't verify their identity. Is too much fraud. And all of this, the immigrant thing, we already know has been set up by Esau himself. So again, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, but he's bringing these things, of course, on purpose, just so, again, he can move forward with his agenda and achieve his ultimate goal, which is mandating that mark and making everybody take it. But we know, of course, the elect of the nation of Israel will not take it. There's Revelation 3:10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. So this red letter, this Yahushua is speaking. And ultimately, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. Those are going to be the elect of the nation of Israel who keep the word of the Lord's patience, meaning doing his will and doing what he said to do unto the end. Doing the Lord's commandments, doing what Yahushua has commanded us. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them to try them that dwell upon the earth. So the iron temptation is going to be when they mandate that mark. The mark of the beast, the RFID CHIP. The implant, once they're mandated, that's going to be the iron temptation. Because again, as of course, as Revelation chapter 13 and 17 says, you won't be able to buy or sell without it. So within a society, you won't be able to do anything. Pay for your bills, pay for rent, have a job. Go to, pay for food, pay for water. Within this society, again, you won't be able to do anything unless you have that CHIP. And that's going to be the great temptation. Because many people are going to fold just for that. So imagine, once they have a guillotine above your head, or, have a gun pointed at you. Again, so they're going to do it unto death, tempt you unto death. It says, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Verse 11, it says, behold, I come quickly, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. So that's the point. So ultimately, we know what's coming. And ultimately, we understand Yahweh B'Shem Yashai will protect his elect from again, Esau and his MOTB. Because, which us brothers and few sisters out there, we're hoping to be a part of. We're part of that hopeful elect. Meaning, hoping that we're covered. And ultimately, we have faith. Of course, towards Yahweh B'Shem Yashai. We have faith on Yahweh B'Shem Yashai that we're going to be, of course, we're going to escape these things. Hey, as long as, we keep serving the Lord and doing his will unto the end and doing what he said to do, constantly praying, as the scriptures say. And we'll ultimately doing the Lord's will, calling upon his name. Hey, yeah, for those who do that, we're going to be good. As the scriptures say, Yahweh B'Shem Yashai has made promises within these scriptures. As long as we follow them and do what he said to do, again, we're going to be counted worthy to escape of these things. So, those are you brothers out there edified. Yahweh B'Shem Yashai, B'Shem Kakodash Brakathum. Shalom.